Hello children, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn the class 6 topic, that is light, shadow and reflection. So stay tuned, let's get started. So what is light, children? Uh, have you experienced light? So yes, experience light. In daytime there is light, sunlight, because of which there is a light. Now what is the importance of light? If importance we can see, if you go in a dark room, will you be able to observe any object? Will you be able to observe any object? So answer is no, you will not be able to see any objects which is there in the room. And if you switch on the light, you are able to locate the objects. You can see it. So that is the importance of light. How we can see the objects? So it is because of light. Okay. So, how the objects we can see. For example, you are playing with a ball. Okay, there is a ball, football. Okay, and it is a daytime, so sun is there. So sunlight is there. So sunlight rays are falling on different object. Okay, it is falling. So when this rays fall, that rays is absorbed by the object, but some rays are reflected back. The object reflects certain rays, and you are standing here. Okay, so that rays enter in your eyes, and you are able to see the object. Okay, so that light enters in your eyes, it incident on your retina, in your retina of your eyes, and you are able to see the object. Okay, so same way in this picture also, the sunlight is falling on this flower, and this flowers is reflecting rays in different direction. Okay, not only one person cannot see. Any person who are looking at that object will able to see that object, will able to see that flower. Okay, so this sunlight is reflected by the flower, enters the eyes of this person, and that person is able to see the flower. Okay, so how we can see the objects? It is because of light. We can see the object. Now, what are luminous object? Now, the object which emits its own light is called luminous object. So, what is an luminous object? An object which emits its own light are called luminous object. Okay, for example, sun. Sun emits its own light. Then electric bulb emits its own light. Candle, we light the candle, it emits its own light. So it is a luminous object. Stars. So these are the luminous objects. Okay. Now there are three types of objects and from which the light can pass, or light cannot pass, or light can partially pass. So based on that, there are three types of object. So okay. So object from which all light passes through. Okay. From an object, all the light passes is called an transparent object. Okay. An object which allows all the light to pass through it. Okay. Is called transparent object. For example, glass. Okay. Glass can allow the light to pass through it completely. Some plastic objects also, some plastic bottles, if you can see the other side of the bottle also. Okay. What is there? So some plastic, some transparent plastic, some transparent glass are the transparent object. Okay. Which allows, why they are transparent? Because they allow all the light to pass through it. Okay. Then translucent object, which allows only some light to pass through it. Okay. An object which allow only some lights to pass through it is called translucent object. Okay. Some light passes through it is called translucent. See this, there are so many rays are coming from this torch, and only few rays are transmitted from this material. For example, sunglass. So that's why we see we cannot see the clear image. Here we can see the clear image. In transparent, we can see the clear image. But here we can see the blur image. Okay. Not clear image. Image we can see, but it is not clear. Okay. Now opaque object. An object which do not allow any light to pass through it. Okay. Object do not allow any light to pass through it is called opaque object. Okay, no light passes through it. So it is called opaque object. See here, so many rays are coming, but none of the rays is transmitted from this object. So that is called opaque object. Okay, so opaque object can be anything, your notebook, your bag, your door, okay, then walls, okay. These are the different opaque object, okay. Now, what are the shadow? Now, opaque object we have learned. So it is the opaque object. Because of opaque object, the shadow is formed. In transparent object, the shadow will not be formed. But in opaque object, the shadow will be formed. Okay, can you see what is shadow? So this dark color patch, can you see on the ground, which is formed by this person, is called a shadow. This is called shadow. We all know this. Okay. So the shadow is formed by the source of light. There should be some source of light behind the object. Okay. So there is a source of light and there should be an opaque object. You play a ball also, you lift it to certain height of the ground and you will see the shadow of the object, that ball in the ground. Okay. Some buildings wall. Okay. When you walk in the evening, so your shadow is also formed on the road, on the walls of a building. So shadows are, you can say there should be a source of light and there should be an opaque object. Why this shadow is formed? Because it obstruct the light. Okay, the light cannot pass through it. So that's why that particular place, in that particular place, the dark colored, you can say patch is formed on the surface. Okay, so we have learned that there should be source of light and opaque object. But what else the shadow requires? So we will see one activity. We will find out with some activity. Okay, so you can make a group of three. You make a three take of your make a group of three friends. Okay, and you go in an open ground in evening time, and one friend hold a torch, other friend go and stand in front of that torch of your friend which is holding torch. Okay, who is holding torch? So stand in front of her, and that friend ask her to put a torch light on the face of the uh, front standing friend. Okay, the friend who is standing in front. So on her, uh, put a torch. Okay, switch on and put a torch light. Then observe, is any shadow is formed behind that friend who is standing in front of torch? So answer is, it is open ground. There is no trees, no walls, no buildings, nothing is there. So is the shadow form? So answer is, you cannot see any shadow. Okay. But you take another friend and tell her to hold a cardboard and stand in front of this friend. Okay. Stand in front of this friend. This, now you can see the shadow. So answer is yes, you can see the shadow. So before the shadow was not formed. So answer is shadow was formed, but There was no surface. There was nothing screen, no surface was there to show the shadow. Okay, so for shadow, the other thing which is required is the surface or screen. So any surface can act like a screen. It can be ground, it can be building walls, it can be trees. It can act like a screen. Okay, this surface can act like a screen. So there should be a source of light, opaque object, and the screen. So these three are the conditions required for the shadow formation. Okay. Now see this. There is a source of light, opaque object, and the shadow is formed on the screen. So this is the uh, pic pictorial representation. Now how the light travels, we will learn that. Okay, how the light travels. So we can see by this activity, take a tube, rubber tube, or you can say cardboard, you roll it, okay, and observe and put a candle at the other side, okay, and observe the candle through this tube. Through this tube, try to observe the candle. Will you be able to see the candle? So I think you will be able to see the candle. Okay. So so it is, the candle is visible in your eyes. But what you do, you bend the tube and then try to observe the candle. Will you be able to see the candle? So answer is no. Why you will not be able to see the candle? It is because the light is not traveling. There is something which is, the light is coming from here, but at some point it gets obstructed by this some material, some substance present in the tube. It is bent. Okay, so it is obstructed by some opaque material. Okay, and hence the light is not passed to your eyes, and you are not able to see the candle. But here you can see the candle. So this shows that light travels in a straight line. This activity shows that light travels in a straight line. Okay. So here it is straight. So light is easily traveled, but here it is bent. So light is obstructed by here some opaque material, and it does not travel to the eyes. Okay, because it is straight. Okay. So here it is obstructed. Okay. So it does not travel here. So that's why it is not visible. Now what is reflection? Reflection is what? Now you stand in front of the mirror daily. In your house you have mirror. What you observe? You observe your face, your full, okay, you all your body, okay. Then whatever material, whatever the objects are present in background, okay, you can see in the mirror, okay. So what is that? It is nothing but the reflection of your face, okay, reflection of the you can say objects present around, okay. So that reflection, how it is formed? So here the light is coming, and that light is again reflected back. Why it is reflected back? Why it is not transparent? Why it is not transmitted back? It is not transmitted because backside of the mirror is painted with some opaque substance. Okay, it is painted with a opaque substance. So light, it falls on the mirror and it is again reflected back in other direction. Okay, and this light straightly it travels. We have just now learned that light travels in a straight line. Okay, straight direction. Okay, so here, and you can able to see the reflection, that light again incident in your eyes, and you are able to see the reflection. So here we can perform one activity. You can take your three friends. One friend try to ask to hold the torch, other friend hold a mirror, and other friend stand. So you light up the torch that falls in the mirror, and that light will be incident adjust in such a way that it is incident, it will be it is falls on the mirror and it is reflected back in other direction. So it falls on your other friend who is standing in the another corner. Okay. So in three corners, three friends stands and you do this activity. So you will be able to know how the reflection takes place. Reflection of light take place. Okay. Here also, take a thermocol and a comb, fix comb at one end and fix a mirror at another end, comb at other end, and take a torch, or in the sunlight also you can do. So take a torch and light switch on and put a rays of the torch. It should go from the comb. So beam of light, many beam of rays will be formed. Okay. So in you can keep one color paper. So on that you can see the formation of some pattern. Okay, the pattern which is present in comb. Okay, so and the pattern will be formed in this direction and the other pattern will be formed in this direction, whatever is reflected back. Okay, so in this manner you can see, understand the reflection. You can see the reflection. This how the mirror also reflects. Okay, light is reflected back and you are able to see the reflection. So reflections you are not only observe in the mirror, you can also observe in the water. Okay, the trees and all which is present in the surrounding of the water. That reflection can also be observed in water, pond, lake. So that is also the same phenomenon. Okay, so that's all about the light, shadow, and reflection. So see you, stay tuned, see you in the next video.